For the Kansas City Chiefs, they go out and destroy the Baltimore Ravens 37-20 in a game that shows that obviously, like we all thought, the Chiefs are still Super Bowl contenders. I just got to be 100% honest. I never at one time thought that the Chiefs were in jeopardy of losing this game throughout the week. I thought maybe the Ravens would have some fight when they came out and scored that early touchdown. But the Ravens' defense is trash. Now, kudos to the Chiefs. Xavier Worthy coming back. They were able to exploit it. And Mahomes having one of those games, 208 yards, 4 touchdowns, 0 picks. Big game for them, too, because to me, Mahomes didn't have to do any crazy stuff, so it looked like everything was in rhythm. Kind of just the plays were just working. And Worthy definitely added a dimension that we thought he would add to their offense. And I think if you're a Chiefs fan, when you get Rashee Rice back, it might look like the light show again. Tyquan Thornton has looked very good for them recently. Juju is still going to be on the team, and him and Mahomes, they just have that connection on those RPOs. Kelsey still just does his job, does his thing out there. And this defense is still very defensing. Now, the Ravens, one thing they were going to be able to do for this game, at least, they were scoring so many points. I don't think they didn't score under 30 until this game all year. But before Lamar went out, we'll just keep the Lamar, part, because Lamar did leave the game around the third quarter, the end to the fourth quarter, but they still held them to 13 points. Great job on Lamar. They copied the game plan from the Lions, used a spy on them, and then it was just both sides of the ball working very well. They took up a lot of clock in that third quarter just to kick a field goal, but that's because they already had a 14-point lead. And the only way that they were going to lose was if the Ravens could score. Now, they didn't know Lamar was out, but either way. So really impressive stuff from the Chiefs. This is just who they are. We know that they're a championship level team, but that offense really coming back to life, huge for them. And this is big. Obviously, there aren't a lot of huge regular season games normally when you're in the part of a dynasty. I would say that this was a bigger game, and I think they would have been fine if they lost. But this was a big game because what the psychological damage it could do to the Ravens. I mean, the Ravens looked about done out there. Now, the Ravens have a lot of people missing, but for you to be able to go out there and kind of put it on them like that in a time of need for them, in a game that they needed to win, that's really big. And home field now is always going to be in play. Now, both of them actually are second and third place in divisions. So we'll see if they can come back from that. But that could be a huge thing as well when talking about home field. But I kind of don't think the Ravens are just a serious threat. Their defense is just too bad. Now, to be fair, last year they did figure it out, so maybe I shouldn't discount them that much. But I just don't know how you can think that the Ravens can clutch up and win a game, win when they're up, win when they're down. They just don't do it. But shout out to the Chiefs. I mean, no team got them in that position so far this year where they just smoked them. And they did play the Lions and the Bills. And no team did that to the Ravens on both sides of the ball. And the Chiefs defense, we know it's Spags. They got the schemes. They got the players. They got, obviously, Chris Jones, Drew Tranquil, Trent McDuffie, just very good players on the defensive side of the ball. They all play in scheme. They'll dial up that blitz when necessary. But today it was just use the spy and have incredible man coverage. And their corners definitely came to play. I mean, we kind of, the only team really that hurt the Chiefs was the Chargers that week, and I think part of it caught them off guard because maybe they were expecting more runs. But the Eagles, I mean, we've seen them look good in other games, but really all of the noise kind of started in that Chiefs game in week 2. A little bit in week 1 as well with AJ not getting the ball, but definitely week 2 it picked up a lot. I mean, for the Chiefs, I don't really know what else to say. Great win. I kind of expected the win. I can't really lie. So for me, not really a surprise. I guess it's a surprise about how many points they put up. And Worthy looked good, but I don't know how many times I can say that. And I got to say, as it currently stands right now, in very, very good position. Now, they do have a game against the Jags, which is looking very interesting. The Jags 3-1, just beat the 49ers, so they're looking like a good team. But then they play the Lions after that as well. And these are the 6 games that Rashee is missing. So, honestly, if you're the Chiefs, right now, Lions, Jags, if you can come out of this 3-3, you'd be thrilled, especially with Reid coming back. And the fact that the Chargers lost today against the Giants, so now they're only up 1 on you. Even though they have a tiebreaker, you can go get that back. The Broncos, they don't. I mean, the Raiders are 2-2, but I still don't consider them a threat. And oh no, I'm sorry. The Raiders are 1-3. They lost to the Bears today. My apologies, guys. I'm still catching up. But so from that aspect, good. You have some interesting games coming up. Some that if they can get the 4-2, I mean, what are you gonna say? It's just them and the Bills again. To me. I think the Chargers are kind of there. I still have to watch the film and see what happened to them, but the Chargers losing that game against the Giants, not a great sign. They got to keep their distance from these guys because now you look and you're only a 1-game difference, and they can solve that on the field. So the Chargers definitely, I think they might have squandered an opportunity out there to stay up on this Chiefs team. And now you look, the Chiefs close to getting that division. They get the division. I mean, my gosh, we're talking about pretty much 2-seed minimum. Unless the Colts 4-0. Gosh, so much catching up to do. But for the Chiefs, one game at a time. It's gonna be interesting. Definitely when they play the Jags. The Jags defense has been very, very good so far this season. So we'll see if the Chiefs offense can continue not playing what was definitely, I think, right now a bottom 5 unit on the Ravens defense. So that's going to be fun to watch with them and the Jags. But again, they're going to be playing Trevor, and can they get some picks? That's going to be an interesting, I think, lower scoring game. That I don't think I can pick Trevor Lawrence over Patrick Mahomes. I'm sorry. So it's going to be fun for the Chiefs in these upcoming weeks, especially when they get Reid back. I think this is what fans wanted to see. They want to see the Chiefs' offense kind of explode. And even though they did it in different ways, it looked, I mean, the Ravens just make it look easy, man, when you play against them. My gosh. But we'll see in these upcoming weeks if that offense truly back and if we're going to get the light show, as they call it, in Kansas City.